Coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Detroit Lions. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts, as this one is underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. A man who played collegiately over in East Lansing. Here's Ken Walker. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Now, this defense for the Lions, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Geno. That's complete to DK Metcalf. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 14 yards that time for number 14. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Throwing is Smith. He's got his big tight end, Fant.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. From the 41, here's a 2nd down and 4. Now it's Smith. Throw out wide to Walker. Good move at the 30. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 28. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical it would be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
2nd and 9. Geno down to throw. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Sutton. And the Lions are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
I really don't. Decision-making here because your offensive quarterback, they really had a big week last week, and you're ready for them to go again here. Not the anticipated result, of course, but you definitely understand why they did what they did. That quarterback's been hot. You want to keep the ball in his hands and see if he can keep the magic going.
And this will wind up a Lions 1st down as he gets us up past the 30 to the 32.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Now a first down throw. Gone. And caught. Right side. Green. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 22 yards on the catch and run. A first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Play action. It's gone. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring up second down. The Lions at 1-0 on the year following the win in week 1. And they were able to get that road victory in the opener. And now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. Trying to get that to Jahmyr Gibbs out of the backfield. And it's third down. When you talk about this Seahawk defense, they've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
Yeah, this has been a good defense, but they're going to have to really prove it in this one because guess what? They're facing the #1 passing offense in the NFL. It's definitely a prove-it day for them.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Third down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
On fourth down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. A nice punt, but a good run back as well of 13 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and they have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
Now Geno. He completes this to Walker. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
We're scoreless after 1. Third and 4. Smith now to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
The Seahawks will call on Michael Dixon on 4th down to punt this one away. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They've been playing the field position game thus far. No score, second quarter as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd down, here's Goff. This one swung out to Montgomery. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. Goff on 3rd down. These guys running back out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll go with a rookie from Alabama. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. There he goes, right side. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That one good for 37 yards.
And that's the kind of run that fires up an entire team. Tackled at the 2-yard line. For the defensive guys, a little bit of a sigh of relief, though, that they stopped him short of the goal line. Now they got to figure out how to shore up the rest of the defense.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 1. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Jason Kabinda, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Lions post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them? And do I have enough confidence to make a play?
They'll fake it. Now Smith under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Levi Onwuzurike charging in and finishing off the sack. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
On 2nd down, here's Smith. Forced out to his left. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as it falls incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, Smith. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. Myers' kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So, 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
On 2nd down, here's Gibbs. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 48 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries in the ballgame. There was a little space there, yes, but that was a well-executed run by the rookie.
It was, and he wasn't one of the higher-rated rookie running backs coming out. He's probably on the next tier. But let me tell you something. If he becomes more consistent and continues to have that drive to be one of the best, we'll see more of that in the future.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd down and 4. Here's Goff. Oh, and that is incomplete. He's trying to get it to Amon-Ra St. Brown, and it's 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, they go Montgomery. And this will wind up a Lions first down as good running gets him to about the 44. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On 1st down, gone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
On 2nd and 10, gone. This to Laporta, right side. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. kick off now to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Sam Laporta in the final seconds of the first half. And the Lions will extend their lead here just before halftime. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
Like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it's knocked away and incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. Ready for the second half. 14-3 our score as we are back underway on EA Sports. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. The second half starts with a run by Gibbs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets his football out shy of the 30 to the 29. 59 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Gibbs straight ahead. Puts it on the carpet, it's out, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Well, CD, that's one of those plays you put a mark by. I mean, that could be a big momentum swing here on the opening drive of the third quarter. Yeah, we may have to revisit it, right? Because if that drive ends up in the end zone, they're sitting pretty at that point. Now, instead, it's a 2-score game that has a chance to tighten up considerably. Following the fumble recovery, Smith. This is the tight end Fant. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. On second down, it's Walker. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. A shotgun snap for Smith. He'll buy some time right. He'll find Metcalf. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to bring up second down. Throwing now is Geno. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
We're plain and simple. That's the second time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped, surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to it? Maybe his rhythm was just off. He just got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
From the gun on third down, Smith. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks are back within a score. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And he's going to be hit and taken down in the backfield. Just nowhere to run that time. And the try for 2 is snuffed out. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Second down and a little more than a yard here. Now Goff. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
First down, here's the run to Montgomery, and that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. One of the best of the last decade or so, Bobby Wagner in to bring him down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that, got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Here's Goff now on second down. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. St. Brown in motion right. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 1st and 10, Goff. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
St. Brown seemingly catches everything, including that first down. Brought in 106 passes last season and is tied for the most catches ever in a player's first 2 years. Not sure how he fell to day 3 of the draft, nor is he. And the Lions, they found themselves a franchise receiver.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Now it's Goff. He'll get this underneath to Montgomery. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 17-yard line. As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Goff on first down. Throwing for Montgomery. He's got him on the out route. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. On the give, this is their fullback. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Jason Kabinda with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Lions are on their way to a 2-0 start. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Geno now to throw. He completes this to Walker. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They'll try for the first with Walker. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Desperation time for Smith on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. Now Goff on first down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And the result here the same as the last play. Another tackle behind the line of scrimmage by the Seahawk defense. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Draymond Jones in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down. Patterson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So an important one there as they widen their lead in this 4th quarter.
All right, partner, help me out with the math here. Make sure I am on point, because the way I see it, the other guys still need 2 touchdowns, but in addition, a 2-point conversion. So this is all about them playing perfect football from here on out.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now Gino steps away to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Up the middle, here's Walker.
No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started.
Smith now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 18. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Smith. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Lions are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Goff going to throw it. And Green with a catch left side. And they work this out past the 25. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
Will go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
This 2nd and 4.
Obama, Maverick. Tiger.
I think a free play now for Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is incomplete, but a flag back at the line of scrimmage. And this could be a 1st down. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Here's Goff. Open man right side is St. Brown. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Hold on. Check. Shell.
On the ground, this is Williams. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on third down. Goff on third down. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football.